Until now, one thing has been true of modern visualization of the respiratory tract. High quality precludes efficient profitability, either high performance or cost-effective. Now it is time to change that perspective. With UE-scope, you'll think of videolaryngoscopy of the future in a whole new light. For bright and sharp images, the 6.3cm color display produces sharp, bright images with a field of view of 70 degrees, free of blind spots. A swiveling monitor allows for optimal use, which can be easily adapted to suit the physician's viewing angle. The UE-scope videolaryngoscope design adheres to the strictest ergonomic requirements. Weighing only 180 grams, it is extremely light and fits perfectly in the shape of your hand. The rechargeable lithium battery, the videolaryngoscope can be used for longer than 90 minutes, a maximum of 240 minutes. The waterproof and resilient design not only boasts a repeat cleaning setting, it also treats normal wear and tear over many uses. It's high quality across the board and highly flexible thanks to a freely movable monitor. Let's not forget, it's highly efficient, so treating patients is designed to be considerably more economical. This combination creates the ideal solution for all intubations, whether for routine procedures or hard-to-reach respiratory tracts. Finally, high performance and cost-effectiveness are combined. The UE-scope is available in two models. The first is a reusable videolaryngoscope with interchangeable blades, while the second is a disposable version with various blade sizes to provide maximum comfort for each patient. Operating instructions. TDC. To prepare the UE-scope, insert the disposable blade of the proper size into the video baton and buckle it in a normal position by the fixation button. Then turn on the power. Step 1. With the patient properly positioned, introduce the UE-scope into the patient's mouth along the midline, gliding downwards on the surface of the tongue. With the UE-scope inserted, look to the monitor to identify the epiglottis. The tip of the UE-scope blade is placed into the epiglottic vallecula and gently lifted to expose the glottis on the screen. Step 2. Insert the pre-curved tracheal tube into the mouth along with the right side of the blade. Once the tip of the tracheal tube appears on camera, align the tracheal tube tip with the glottis. Advance the tube to pass the glottis. In step 3, advance the tracheal tube further into the trachea. Withdraw the intubating stylet gently from the tracheal tube. Hold on to the tracheal tube and remove the UE-scope from the mouth. After each use, turn off the power. Unlock the fixation button and remove the disposable blade and discard it. Clean the surface of the videolaryngoscope with sterile gauze, which is immersed in alcohol and wrung. Finally, put it back in the box. Operating instructions. VL300. To prepare the videolaryngoscope, connect the monitor and the blade in the correct way. Turn on the power. Step 1. With the patient properly positioned, introduce the UE-scope into the patient's mouth along the midline, gliding downwards on the surface of the tongue. With the UE-scope inserted, look to the monitor to identify the epiglottis. The tip of the UE-scope blade is placed into the epiglottic vallecula and gently lifted to expose the glottis on the screen. Step 2. Insert the pre-curved tracheal tube into the mouth along with the right side of the blade. Once the tip of the tracheal tube appears on camera, align the tracheal tube tip with the glottis and advance the tube to pass the glottis. In step 3, withdraw the intubating stylet, advance the tracheal tube further into the trachea. Hold on to the tracheal tube and remove the UE-scope from the mouth. After each use, turn off the power. Separate the laryngoscope part from the monitor part. Wipe dry the entire surface with sterile gauze. Seal the connection part with the attached cap, and then immerse it completely in a container containing disinfectant for 10 minutes. UE recommends 0.55% of OPA. After that, wipe dry with sterile gauze and store in a clean, disinfected, sealed container for reuse.
Es ist wesentlich leichter als die Laryngoskop.
It is much lighter than the common laryngoscope. It can be gripped easily. The handle length is perfect to let you grip and swing the display with one hand. Even for obese or pregnant patients, it can be intubated well. Just with the press of a thumb, you can adjust display to a correct position so that you constantly have a good sight on the monitor, what a laryngoscope should just show. The device is marvelous, with a very high-resolution picture on the display. It allows you to see all the details well. You can identify tissue structures, potential hazards, and the bleeding sources very well. The lighting is well positioned on the center of the camera, so that the visual range has a very good illumination. The lighting is protected, the camera is protected, both of them are anti-fog. The craftsmanship of the device is solid. During the probation period, no deficiencies were identified. The standing time of the battery is very long. There is a built-in lithium battery. After a charging, it can be used 14 days constantly, since the working time is usually short. We are very impressed by the quality of UEscope. Finally, no more compromise. UEscope, a product of UE Medical. Only those who see things differently can do things differently. Like UE. UE is a young, dynamic company from China that develops advanced solutions in respiratory tract management. Since being founded in 2010, we've strived relentlessly for change. We aim to continually improve the quality of life for patients and the day-to-day physician experience. Today, we are one of the leading national providers. Around 1,000 hospitals now rely on UE, including a growing number in Europe. Thanks to an R&D team led by professors and doctors, we create holistic technologies that meet the highest standards in modern anesthesia and emergency medicine. UEscope. Change your perceptions of video laryngoscopy.